What's your name?
My name is Anastasia Kinsey, but I go by Annie.
Do you have Tourette syndrome?
Yes.
When were you diagnosed?
When I was 6.
How old are you now?
16.
What are some tics you had when you were younger that you no longer show now?
I would like shrug my shoulders, blink super fast. I would go like, stretch my fingers like on wall or carpet. I would scream, go like hello, or shoot, and then.
Interesting. And what are some tics you have now that you recently developed?
I would sniff, tighten my stomach, hold my breath, like when I'm tightening it. Exhale, I'm go like or and then inhale, I go like nod my head, move it like left to right, and then just random movements like tightening my arms or legs. And if I'm using a computer mouse, I would hit it like against the table, or punching the spacebar a bunch of times, and cracking my fingers and knuckles and elbows and ankles.
Have any of your tics hurt you?
Yes. When I like move my head around a lot or nod, it hurts my head because it's like a really sudden movement, especially when I have a headache. And then if I'm running or exercising and I can't, like I'm out of breath and I tighten my stomach, like I can't breathe, so that's hurts.
Are you able to suppress any of your tics?
Yes.
And are there any consequences that go with doing that?
It hurts because like when your body wants to do something but you won't let it, it's like, it's just weird because you're like, don't do that, so you're taking like a lot of energy not to do it, which makes me super tired when I do it and like irritable because I'm putting so much focus into it that when anything else like interacts with me, I get a little like, you know?
Are tics contagious?
No. Like if you're in the same vicinity as me, you're not gonna catch it. But like if two people have like Tourette's and this one goes like this one's gonna like mimic it until like for as long as they're like around each other.
Are you aware of your tics?
Yes, because I'm not consciously doing it. So when it happens to me, it's like when you're at the doctor's and like your doctor gets a hammer, like hits your knee and it moves. It's like that.
Like a reflex?
Yeah, like, or like you can't control it, but you know what's happening.
Oh. Do you have to see other tics in order to get the urge to copy? Or will you still get the urge to copy or mimic a tic if you just hear it?
If I hear it or see it or like think of it, it'll happen.
Okay. Have you had any difficulties in school with Tourette syndrome?
Yeah, like if a teacher is teaching or like talking, since I like look around the room, I'll get distracted because I'm like, I lost my focus, and I'm focused, and then that like changes like, oh no, people are looking at me because I'm like not looking at the lesson, and then I'll just like not be able to focus.
And since you go to PSA, do you have any difficulties standing at attention or parade rest?
Sometimes.
Okay. What helps you to not get the urge to do a tic?
When I'm relaxed or focused or something, because it comes out more when I'm like excited or stressed about something. So anything where I'm just calm.
Do you have any other disabilities that coincide with Tourette syndrome?
I have ADHD and OCD. Those are like connect, I'm pretty sure.
All right, last question. Do you have any advice for other people with Tourette syndrome who may be struggling with accepting their disability?
Well, it's not something that you can change. Like there's medicine I think you can take to like help it not happen as much, but it's something that is always going to be there. So the more that you worry about it, the worse that's going to become, because you're like, oh no, it's going to like make you all it's going to happen more often. So if you just accept it and just be aware of it, it's going to be easier to deal with it.
Thank you, Annie, for this interview.